Hello students, this is Sandeep from Tutor House. Hope you all are doing good. Today we will learn about the major chapters in mathematics for Telangana state syllabus. And this mathematics is for 10th students, and what are the chapters generally they cover and what are the major topics to be covered in these chapters. So let's go start away with the chapters and about the key topics in those chapters. There are actually 14 chapters for a 10th mathematics textbook, and the first chapter is about real numbers. And to know the real numbers, you should know about the number system. So there are few algorithms also: division algorithm, Euclid's algorithm. You will know about HCF and LCM and how to get a value for HCF and how to get a value for LCM using these formulas. Same way you will have prime factorization method. You will learn about rational numbers and irrational numbers, and there are few formulas based on logarithms. So in real numbers, major questions our concentration would be on HCF, LCM, using few of the algorithms or methods, and even making arrangement to prove that some number is rational, and few questions based on logarithm. So the second chapter is on sets. So in sets, normally you will know how to build roster form and set builder form. So don't worry about this now, because this is only a briefing about the chapters. But once we will start explaining you about the chapters in our other videos, we will explain you in detail as with the textbook process. The second would be about different types of sets. There are many different types of sets, so you will understand those types of sets. You would be explained about Venn diagrams and few operations on sets. So these major topics will be covered in sets. The third chapter is polynomials. For polynomials, we will know first the degree of polynomial, then the value of polynomial, zeros of a polynomial, and major questions which would be asked in polynomial is graphical representation of maybe linear polynomial, or they may ask about quadratic polynomial or about cubical polynomial. So we would be covering all these three major graphical representation in polynomials. Then you will have relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. Then there is one more topic called division algorithm for polynomials. So the next chapter, that is the fourth chapter, pair of linear equations in two variables. Here also we have graphical representation to know the solution of pair of linear equation. In this, once you know the solution, you will know whether these two lines intersect somewhere at one point on a graph, or they do not intersect, that means they are parallel to each other, or both the lines may be coincident. So depending on the method, you will understand how these two lines will behave on the graph, or they place on this graph. The second is relation between coefficients and nature of system of equation. You will also learn about algebraic methods of finding the solution for a pair of linear equation. There are two methods which are important to get a solution for pair of linear equation in two variables, that is substitution method and elimination method. Then we have quadratic equations. In quadratic equations, we will learn about solution of a quadratic equation by factorization method. Then even we will get the solution of quadratic equation by completing the square. The other formula would be quadratic formula, and even we will learn about nature of roots for these quadratic equation. So this is just a briefing again what we are saying. So explanation would be provided in other videos for individual chapters. The next sixth chapter is about progressions. In progressions we will learn about two methods, that is, one is arithmetic progression, the other is geometric progression. In arithmetic progression you will know the general form of arithmetic progression, you will know the parameters of arithmetic progression, then you will learn about nth term of an arithmetic progression. Same way you learn about sum of first n terms in arithmetic progression. Similarly, you will learn about n terms of an arithmetic progression. So first n terms, same way all the n terms sum. Similarly, in geometric progression you will learn about general form of geometric progression and parameters of geometric progression. Similarly, nth term of geometric progression. So in our next chapter, that is 7th chapter, it is about coordinate geometry. In coordinate geometry we generally discuss about the line that is drawn from two coordinates, and based on these coordinates on x or y axis we will learn the distance between 2 points, then the distance between 2 points on a line parallel to the coordinates. Similarly, distance between any 2 points in the x y plane. Similarly, we will learn about a formula called section formula. We will learn about trisectional points of a line. Then we will learn about centroid of a triangle, area of a triangle with Heron's formula, collinearity. Then we will learn about slope of the straight line and slope of a line joining 2 points. So based on information we can get the values of the slope. Then the 8th chapter is similar triangles. In similar triangles we will know the similarity of triangles, 2 triangles, 3 triangles, or the next important theorem which need to be proved is basic proportionality theorem, that is Thales theorem. Then the third is criteria for similarity of triangles. In this you will learn about 3 criteria, and these 3 are very important. One is AAA criteria for similarity of triangle. AAA means angle, 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 so 3 angles of a triangle. Similarly, we will learn about SSS criteria for similarity of triangles, that is 3S is side, 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 so 3 sides of the triangle. And the third is SAS criteria for similarity of triangle. SAS is side, angle, side. Same way you will learn about area of similar triangles, and you will know about Pythagoras theorem and how to prove the Pythagoras theorem. The next is tangent and secants to a circle. Tangent and secants to a circle, you will learn about a line and a circle, and here you will know how to construct a tangent to a circle, how to construct a tangent to a circle from an external point, how to find a length of a tangent, how to find a segment of a circle formed by a secant, and even finding out the area of a segment to a circle. The next chapter, 10th chapter, is mensuration. In mensuration it is about shapes, so you will learn about solid shapes with the surface areas and volumes, that it can be a cone, cylinder, cube, cuboid, pyramid, and any other solid shapes like sphere, hemisphere. So you will learn about their surface areas and volumes, and you will get a value for that. Similarly, you will learn about surface area of combination of solids, like if you place a cone on a cylinder, so you need to know the combined surface area of cone and cylinder, so how it is been done. Similarly, we should even know the volume of combination of solids, that is combining 2 or more solid shapes to get a volume. And the other main thing would be about learning conversion of solid from one shape to another. Suppose you are pouring some water from a cylinder to a cone. So how to convert this solid form from one shape to the other, we will learn that also. The next chapter, 11th chapter, is trigonometry. In trigonometry, you will be using Pythagoras theorem, and it is about right angle triangle. So all your ratios, formulas would be based on this right angle triangle. So trigonometric ratio, you would be learning about trigonometric ratio of 45 degrees, trigonometric ratio of 0 degrees and 90 degrees, trigonometric ratio of complementary angles. Similarly, you will learn about trigonometric identities. Normally in 10th standard, it's a basic briefing and subject knowledge in trigonometry, but trigonometry is very vast, and as such in your higher studies you will learn more about trigonometry if you are moving in your mathematics streams. The 11th chapter was trigonometry. The 12th chapter is applications of trigonometry. In applications of trigonometry, you will just understand how the solutions are provided, and you will know the solutions for two triangles. The 13th chapter is again important, that is probability. In probability, majorly the concept is about events and the probability of maybe or may not be condition. So how this works, this would be proved or shown with three major conditions, that is taking a coin or dice or deck of cards. For coin there are two sides, head and tails. For dice it is from 1 to 6 numbers, and deck of cards it is 52 cards. Based on the number of cards or color of cards or shape of cards, the probability varies. The last chapter is 14th chapter. This is also very important. So here we will learn 3 M's. The 3 M's are first one is mean, the second one is mode, and third one is median. In mean, we will have 3 methods to prove or know the mean value. So that is mean of ungrouped data, direct method, assumed mean method, step deviation method. Second is mode, third is median of group data. So these are the 14 chapters in Telangana State Mathematics 10th Mathematics textbook. So do watch our other videos wherein we would explain more with examples and the questions from the textbook for these chapters. Thank you.